Yo, so you said that you copped that WWE game. How
Yeah,
you were mentioning the season mode, but how is the game itself? Like, how does it play? How is it
it's good,
compared?
man. Compared to like the games that the wrestling games we grew up with, this is the most realistic style of wrestling that you can experience in the game. The graphics, they don't lag. The moves are super simple. They're like they brought it down to like just like Mortal Kombat moves.
Mhm.
Like the first button sets up the move you want to do. So each grapple sets you have like it's kind of like a tree. So if you hit one button, it gives you four types of moves. Each one of those four types of moves gets you four other types of moves depending on where you have the joystick at.
Oh,
And
okay.
each
That's
one of
dope.
the yeah, and each
That
one of
actually is
those
pretty
moves,
similar to how it used to be. Kind of
yeah.
like, yep. That's
And
dope.
depending on if you're hitting one of the triggers, then you alternate that move at all. So it's not like you have to remember a different type of combos. You just know, all right, if I'm hitting this button, this is what I got. Hitting this one, this is what I got. And you know how to alter all the moves, and it's just it's really easy to learn. It's really easy to manipulate. It's really great game development, in my opinion.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
man, that's always been my gripe with the wrestling games. I played a demo like maybe 2K21 or something like that, and it was just too much, bro. Like the mechanics of it was so like extra, and it was not friendly at all. And it's like, bro, it wasn't even fun. It was too much, and that's why I never really like tried it again. Because I played. I was telling Joe earlier that I played the 2K14, the WWE 2K14 that had
Mhm.
like the WrestleMania moments and stuff where you would do like famous matches and it would
Yeah,
have like cutscenes in the match, like once you do certain things in the match, and that was
yeah.
pretty dope. But after that, they changed the mechanics, and I wasn't really feeling it.
Yeah, and that is a difference that the studios go through, and it's because they hire different studios for the game development and different game engines and stuff. And I think what they have now, they've really mastered the gameplay.
Yeah, I think Call of Duty was like the first game that really put me onto that because I remember when you would get like a Call of Duty Modern Warfare and then a Black Ops would drop. I didn't like Black Ops like nowhere near as much as I liked like the Modern Warfare series, and it
Yeah,
even played different. And I'm like, man, I don't like why don't I like this game? It's Call of Duty, and then that's when I kind of got hip to like, oh, okay, two different studios make these games. Like I think it was like Infinity Ward and Treyarch.
yeah,
You know what I mean? One made Infinity Ward made Modern Warfare, and Treyarch made
yeah.
Black Ops. So it was
How
like
I was gonna ask, how would you compare the 2K24 to I think it was 2K23, like the last year's
Oh,
version?
it's so much better.
Yeah.
They simplified the menu platform of how you can do things,
Hmm.
and they made the controls a lot more easier. And I think that simplification, that what they did, makes the game more enjoyable because you don't have to go through all these crazy loops and bounds to figure out what the hell you want to do.
yeah.
Got you.
Yeah,
That's dope.
Yeah, I definitely want to try. You definitely piqued my interest because, like I said, the controls have always been the
yeah,
thing that it's like they found a good formula and then they try to change it. It's like, why would you change it? It works.
Right.
yeah.
Right. Just make it better, but don't change it.
And they have like the My Faction, like with what you have with like Madden Ultimate Team and stuff, where you like open, or you open decks of cards and you build out your whole squad.
Oh
And
snap. That's
the
dope.
more you do, yeah, the more challenges you, the better cards you get. So you have a lineup of like four men, four women, and then the better you do, you rip more cards with better players, and you just build up your lineup with the most exclusive squad, and you can take that squad online and battle other squads, and
That's crazy.
it's a dope game.
So you play 2K basketball and you play 2K football. I mean, and 2K WWE. How do you compare those two games? Because I haven't really played either one. So, how would you
Oh,
compare it?
I compare them to be the same. It's just a different sport, and they
Gotcha.
even have like my GM where you could just run the league. You don't even have to play, but then you have like the creative player mode where you could be an up and coming star. You start like in NXT, and you have to go up the ranks and get promoted to Raw
Wow,
or SmackDown, and you could choose which one you go to.
that sounds fire.
Yeah, choose who
Yeah.
you want to challenge, do promos. Like
It's
it
real
really
interesting to
immerse you in
see
it.
how like I was playing Madden 24 the other day and how EA has kind of started to replicate a lot of what 2K
Yep.
does in their game, like as far as like just the modes and you know what I mean, the my
They
player.
had to. Yeah.
You know what I mean? They have to kind of like keep up with those versions, you know, those I guess I don't even know the word
Game
I'm looking
modes.
for. Game modes. Thank you.
It's crazy how EA had it kind of on lock, even with NBA Live, because you know we're old enough to remember when 2K was kind of like, bro, we're not playing 2K, we're playing live. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy to say it now, but that was a thought.
NBA
from
Live
back.
was a superior game back then.
Yep,
Facts.
it had the history, you know what I'm saying? It had been around from the 90s. The gameplay was super dope. And there actually NBA Live is one that they dramatically changed the way the game played. And
Yeah.
it was like, bro,
What
they
happened?
completely lost everybody.
Yeah.
They did it to themselves, I feel like.
They
Yep.
lost it for sure.
Yep. Because I remember NBA Live, like when it was like PS1, PS2, NBA Live was where it was at. You know what I
Bro,
mean? Like
NBA
for
Live
sure,
was
for sure.
the one, bro.
Yeah.
NBA Live had that like feel of you're watching a game on TNT or something.
Yeah.
Soundtrack, even when you choose the players, the cutscenes, it was just a vibe, bro. Live was dope, man. Live was like an underrated game that it's funny because those games that like every year come out, like the updates, like sports games and things like that, those games always kind of get lost when you think about games that you like and stuff because you don't really consider those games like to be, like a story mode game or something like, with more playability. You know,
and those dunk contests were the best dunk contests. That's some motherfuckers you do cartwheels and shit and do like the craziest stuff, and it was super easy to do them.
Yeah, I seen that on TikTok recently. Like people were just paying homage to that dunk contest in NBA Live because it was like you said, bro, it was so innovative. It was dope. I remember me and my boys, like we used to do that dunk contest, like and talk mad shit.
Easy,
Super into it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
whoever could pull off the move was the Don.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another game from that era that just went away was Fight Night, man.
Bro, I still play Fight Night Champion. Like I still play that, bro.
I tell you, that game Undisputed is this is gonna be the next up and coming for that. I still have it, but it's crazy how it's still in beta mode. It's not even fully released yet for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, it does look like it's gonna be dope though.
Yeah,
man, I remember one time I stayed over a homie's crib and we were playing Fight Night. And I was trash. Like I never played him because I was never like a video game guy. Like I always sucked at every game. So like I just didn't even do it to myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just for whatever reason that day, I was like, all right, bet I'll play. So we play, and I'm just like playing stupid because I suck at the game. But I was lighting him up, bro.
Yeah. That shit used to get you mad.
Yo, I was working him that whole first round, and then it was back in the day. So it was like a PS1 or PS2. So the thing froze in between rounds.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, dog, I was like, nah, dog, I was already pounding you too much. I'm done. And I didn't play him again after that.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Bro, I didn't keep playing him, and he was hot, bro. He didn't let that go for mad years, dog. He's like, if we would have restarted that, I was about to wax you. I'm like, bro, I'm not even gonna. I never played him again, literally, and he's still to this day. He wants to run that game back.
That's still the argument now. I know Quincy, you're a Madden player. When it's messed, when it's like glitching, even like with the kickoffs and in the beginning, like you're like, yo, no, we got to start that over. That's crazy,
bro. I hate playing online, bro. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
I really hate playing online, man, because it's like, yo, you already know, bro. It's like if we was in the same room, you know that wouldn't happen, bro.
Yeah, if there's a lag or a slight bit of a delay. I remember there was a glitch and I was playing my boy where the meter for the kickoff was covered by like the controls of the game. And you couldn't get out of it. So I couldn't even see them. So I was just kicking it everywhere, getting out of bounds every single time. And I'm like, bro, they're like, there's no way this game counts. Like, for real? Like, this game counts?
I remember 2K used to have the glitch where it would go to like a cutscene when you were shooting a free throw, and it would be a cutscene that's not even looking at the court. But you got to shoot the free throw. You know what I mean? Because the game is registering like you're in the free throws. You know what I'm saying? And then if you're just like in the beginning, if you didn't catch it, you would get like a violation for not shooting the free throw. You know what I mean? Because you took too long. And you're like, what the heck? And it was because that had that camera glitch.
Yo, real talk though. Tell me if y'all have ever had like the real deal arguments in real time. You in the same living room playing whatever game, Madden, NBA, and y'all was really about to fight.
Oh yeah.
Bro, shout out to my boy Lewis, man. When we was in middle school, dog, we used to play NFL Blitz. Like I used to sleep
Yeah.
over his house and we would play NFL Blitz, and we would pause the game and box mid game. He had boxing gloves at the crib, and we would start arguing about NFL Blitz, bro. It'd be like 3 a.m. We in the top floor of a 3-story apartment, dog, and we just pull out the gloves and start boxing.
Yo, it was wild. I still remember y'all know Gary, my boy Gary Soundbank. We was in the, I think we was like playing NBA, bro. And he got tight and he threw my controller on the floor. So I stood up. I said, "Throw my controller on the floor again." Yo, we was like eye to eye, like Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. I was like, "Throw my shit on the floor again." And he was like, I was like, "Get out my house. Get out my house." I was like, yo, all of this over a 2K game is crazy to me. Like those games really want you.
I remember when I was a jit, bro. I was like probably this before I moved to Florida, bro. I was like 11 years old. And my stepdad, his friends would come over. They would play Madden, bro. And bro, I would used to wax them old niggas, bro. I would wax them, bro. They would leave the house mad, bro. They would be like, "Nah, double or nothing, bro. Double or nothing." And like they would bet me money, bro. They would bet me money. Like I'm an 11-year-old kid waxing
that's
them.
wild,
bro. That dog. They used to leave the house mad, dog.
Yeah, no, video games cause fights for sure.
Back. I remember one time in Wentworth, bro. When my brother was small, he had to be like probably like 8 or something, and my boy Edgar came through because we used to play Halo all the time. And my brother was talking mad junk to him, like, "Yo, if you put in that Tekken, I'm gonna pound you. This, and that." Like just unprovoked out of nowhere. Like nobody was talking about Tekken, nothing. He had just been playing Tekken for a little bit, so he thought he had the game mastered. You know what I mean? But he's just talking hella crap to Edgar. We like 16. My brother's like 8. And then Edgar's like, he's all right, bet, let's play. Edgar's like Dominican. He had just came from DR. You know what I'm saying? And he's playing my brother, and he's pounding him, and he's telling my brother, "Dang, I never even played this game before. This is my first time playing, and I'm fucking destroying you." Yo, my brother got so hot. He was so furious that day. He was like going off the deep end, bro. Because imagine he was egging him on the whole time to play him in the game. He never even played the game before, and then he just straight waxed him like 5
That's the worst. When someone who's not even good at their game waxes you, yo, you don't even want to play that shit no more. Turn this shit off. Facts. Turn this shit off.
Dog, he still remembers that to this day, bro.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, man. The video, like you said, Joe, the video game thing is funny, man. Like Quincy remembers, man, we was not playing about that Halo, bro. We stopped playing basketball for a little bit because of that Halo, bro. What's it called? Angel would ride his bike from where he stayed at, which was like not that close, you know what I'm saying? And he would come with his Xbox and his book bag. Remember the first Xbox? That was a brick, bro.
Yeah,
that was
the Big John.
Yo, he would ride like it was like probably like 25-30 minute bike ride. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was dedicated
with Xbox in his backpack. My boy Kevin had the System Link.
Yeah.
So Kevin would come with his TV and the System Link.
Yep.
Quincy would come. Would you bring your Xbox?
Yeah, because that was when you lived right across from me. So I would come right across the street with mine. And we used to have your apartment, bro. We used to have every room with a TV, basically.
4 systems and 4 people in each system.
That same shit.
16 people in my freaking 2-bedroom apartment in Wentworth, bro. My mom would get home from work. She would be furious, bro. She was like, "Everybody get out of my house right now, bro."
The house would be mad high. Everybody smelling like armpit. You just balls, 4 dudes in every room. Pause. Just ready to go. I remember, same shit,
Halo
bro.
SWAT. Remember that? It was battle rifles and it was no shields.
Yeah,
so you get a headshot and that's it. You're done.
Yeah,
that's when Halo was goated, bro.
I just downloaded the Halo that Angel was talking about. So like whenever anybody's ready to play, dog.
Yeah, we don't definitely run.
We used to do that. We used to run shoddy snipers.
Oh yeah, shoddy snipers.
And then the person who had the sword be like, "Yo, you cheating, B? You cheating? Put that sword down. That sword down for real. Whoever had the sword, now you cheating, B? Come on. All you could do is do that sword. That's the only way you can win." Or the rocket launcher. It was a race to the rocket launchers too.
Yep. Y'all remember in Halo that when you play online, they had the ranked mode. You know what I'm saying? So you would play ranked, and then every once in a while you would have people that they just like were tired of playing against other good people, so they would just tank the game. Like they would kill themselves or they would kill their
Oh yeah.
and then you would get so mad, bro, because you know what I'm saying? It would ruin your rank. Like it would like keep you at the same rank or bring you down because you lost that game or you guys got destroyed or whatever. That Halo Online was mad competitive, bro. That shit was super dope.
Facts. Bro, I went to like tournaments with Halo, bro. I actually won money with Halo, bro.
Yeah,
you was nice, bro. You hustled us. I always tell that story, dog. He hustled us, bro. He came mad humble, like he never played a video game in his life, bro. And he showed up with the remote, but we was hit by the time he came around. Angel had already came around and waxed us, and we he came with a remote too. And because we was just like, you know, like we ain't have computers or nothing, so we ain't had like the you know technique stuff. We didn't know. We was just playing like you know in Zoolander when they're like throwing the computer around and stuff. Xbox and Wentworth, bro. We ain't know what the fuck we was doing. We didn't even know that it had online. Angel was the one that told us like, yo, you know you can play online with this, right? We're like, oh, like damn, that's crazy. Yeah, we already knew with Angel, like he came with his own remote. He came and waxed us. By the time Quincy came with his own remote, we're like, oh dang, I feel like this is not gonna end good.
You know what's wild though? And like as much as technology has changed as far as the game and development, we were able to play online so easily back then with like no fast speed internet. And it was so much fun. And now it's like you gotta have the mega internet in order to keep up with everybody else. And if you don't, you hit up behind. Back then your internet speed didn't matter. It mattered how good you were.
Exactly.
Yo, it's crazy because I heard that Ninja dude talking about it, and basically, you know, I don't know exactly what it is, but you know how the pings in the game, like you want to have less pings. It's basically like how long it takes to bounce off the tower, right? The signal to come back, basically. So he said that there's only like certain places in the States that you could even go. Like you have to move, and a lot of gamers have done it. Like they'll move to the place that has zero ping. Like
there's probably nobody around them has internet at all.
Yeah, and you literally can't, like there's places in the United States that you can't get that good of a connection. Like you have to move to a certain place to do it. And there's streamers that have done it, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously if that's your bread and butter and you want to
they're isolated,
want to have every advantage you can have, having the best reaction time as far as your internet and your game is going to be super clutch.
Yeah, if you're in an area with 10, 15,000 people and there's one internet connection there and everybody's sharing that one, there's nothing you can do about that.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. The gaming thing, the way that it has turned and how it's gotten is even like wild just to see how it's unfolded and everything, how popular the content is. Like it's wild. And it's held up pretty well. Like obviously it took a big dip after COVID, but I feel like it's held up pretty well more than I thought.
But that's the shift in the evolution of technology and everything. And that's like I think shout out to Ronnie, he made a good point of that Joe Rogan episode. Like we're the generation who had experienced that. Like this generation has never had experience that. All technology now, even like with AI and everything that's coming with that and all the automated shit, like we had to deal with that shit back then. There's a lot of people in this younger generation who never had to deal with that. All they know is this. Yeah. And that's why they're so good and they got the advantage. And that's why I think like we're more accustomed to like, all right, our shit lags, our shit slow, whatever. That's part of the game. We've dealt with this before. With them, they're like, no, that's not a possibility for us.
Yeah, it's crazy, but man.
Do you go ahead?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, but do you think when it comes to like the AI stuff, we're getting ahead of ourselves in a sense?
I always felt like that, to be real.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I think even the simplicity of things, you know, and I'm an iPhone lover. There's some things my iPhone is doing too much. Like I'm like, oh, you're doing too much, bro. You're doing too much. Like slow down. Like I don't need you to do all this stuff because you're stopping me from doing the simple things I want to do by trying to guess everything I want to do. Like you're doing too much.
I feel like we already have too much access as is. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I don't think it's like a personal theory of mine that I don't think people are supposed to be this stimulated, I guess you
Yeah.
could say. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the reason why a lot of people are having all these issues and different things that are coming up, just as far as just anything, bro. Like, close your eyes and pick a symptom. All that stuff is coming from overstimulation, whether it be food, whether it be media, whether it be entertainment, screens, like just so much is going on as people. And then as we move into the AI, like it's gonna get to the point where like you don't even need to connect with other people because you can have a real-time conversation with a thing that's gonna be smarter than whoever you talk to, but is gonna talk to you the way you want it to talk to you.
Right.
That's like, to me, that's like crazy, crazy from the point of view of like you need some kind of friction, bro. Like
Right.
this whole like everybody having this, luxurious kind of life thing is like, I don't know, bro. I feel like that's definitely the wrong direction to go in.
Agreed.
We are the builders of AI.
Facts. I mean, we're the database, bro.
Yeah.
All this data that's been compiling on the internet since the beginning, bro. It's literally, it's crazy, dog, because you think about all them old movies and things that you've seen and things that you heard and things that have happened. Like, it's all kind of laid out already. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like you're saying, Joe, with the AI. Like, we already laid out the path for the AI, so it's gonna feel familiar because it's been happening already all along. Like, people think about AI just from the point of view of like a computer generating something in an instant, but artificial intelligence goes back before just computer screens. You know what I mean? It's something that it's just crazy, dog. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel like we're entering like a stage where it's very uncertain as far as like how stability is gonna, like, what is gonna be stable at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's gonna be the baseline of like a human life or like an expectation for a person or how somebody's gonna live? Because another thing is seeing those like futuristic type movies and stuff where it looks like everybody's living in like a New York type atmosphere where they're reduced to a little space. There's a lot of stuff going on, big screens everywhere telling everybody, oh, remember this, remember that, like everybody's getting their information from all the screens and everything. And you would see stuff like that, like the movie The Fifth Element and just old stuff like that. Then you'd be like, man, that looks crazy, but dog, like it's right there, it's right around the corner.
It is. I truly think it is. And there's so many people who take so much advantage of that. And I work in the technology field, so I meet people who, instead of having a human do the job and giving a human the ability to make money and have a job and get paid to do it, they're like, oh, I know how to get this shit to be done automated and get done automatically. I'm like, why do you want to replace people's jobs for? Like, they got to make a living. They got to support their family. Is like, and you're coming up ways to replace them. Oh yeah, we don't even need someone to do this anymore. Like, why? And I think that's a greed of certain people that they want to be the person that can control and replicate the job of 8 peoples with one person. And that's why I don't like the ethics of that. Like, that doesn't make sense to me why people feel that certain type of way.
Yeah. I mean, it even goes to the whole self-checkout concept. You know what I'm saying? Like, why
are they doing that?
You want me to, you know what I'm saying, do the job of somebody that's supposed to be trained to do this job. I'm coming here to spend money. Yet you want me to perform the duties of somebody that you're supposed to be paying. Yet you want me to go to the person that, as I leave, to verify that I've done this job correctly.
And in theory, aren't we supposed to be getting some kind of discount, or services should be cheaper, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you're eliminating a stage of the business model, basically, to save money and to get people in and out in a better way. So why aren't we seeing the effects of that? Why is the prices going up?
That's why if there's a lane open, I don't, unless it's super busy, I don't do self-checkout. Like, bro, I ain't come here to work.
Yeah.
I don't work here. Ring my shit up, bag my shit up. That's what y'all get paid for. Not even trying to sound like, you know,
but it's facts.
Like that. But yeah, like, there's a reason I came to the store to spend my money, and my money includes y'all ringing my shit up and bagging my shit. I take my stuff to the car. Like, I don't make people do that. Yeah. But you pay cashiers and baggers.
Yeah, at the end of the day, bro, like I came in here, I put the stuff in my cart. Why do I have to take the stuff out my cart to scan it, to put it in bags, to put it back in my cart, to bring it to my car, and I'm not even getting paid or any kind of discount to do it? No, I'm gonna go to that one lane that got somebody getting paid to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, it's crazy. Kind of going back to what y'all was saying about just the ethics with the AI and stuff like that. You know, it kind of like crept into the rap scene with like the AI disses and stuff. The guy that came out and said, "Oh, I was the one that made."
He was
the
a
fake-"
TikTok dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, he kind of explained the process of what he made when he made it and stuff like that. And it's like kind of exactly what you said, Joe. It's like he was able to do it, and it was easy enough for him to put it together, and he just did it. And the algorithm, aka the AI,
Yeah.
did its thing, and it just spread like wildfire to the point where like even like some people in Drake's camp was insinuating that it was real because it was whack. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they're trying to say it's AI because it's whack, but this is real. You know what I mean? And like,
Yeah.
and it's just like the way the waters have gotten muddy with it, and even to the point where like Rolling Stone is writing articles about it, how like the AI thing is just muddying the waters with the disses and
Yeah.
everything. And it's like, man, like you just get it's honestly, bro, like maybe it's that old school thing, or maybe it's just because we not coming up in that era exactly, but you kind of feel robbed just
Yep.
from you
Yeah.
know just a lot of different things because you're almost desensitized to even expect something dope. You
Mhm.
know what I mean?
Because that build up and the anticipation of waiting for it, and you waste it on something that's not even real.
Mhm.
So when the real one comes out, you're like, I don't know, this is just real. Like I'm not even, and that's what drew me away from even giving a shit about all this rap beef. Like,
Yeah.
and everybody's asking me, I'm like, yo, just look it up. They're like, why isn't it Apple Music? Why isn't it here? I was like, it's probably not real.
Mhm.
Like, what was it? Someone put a thing. It's like Nas released that shit on his album, and the first words underneath it was "fuck Jay-Z." You knew who he was talking about. You knew it was him. It was direct. All that shit was direct. People were dropping videos. It was direct. Now it's like you have to figure it out. Is this real or not? And
For hearing that intro for the first time, dog.
and you know whose
Dang.
voice that was, right?
Nah.
That's Tupac's voice.
Oh, dang, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's Tupac's
Oh,
voice like
from
that.
Hit 'Em Up.
Yeah.
Dang,
Fuck
that's
Jay-Z. Fuck. And so he slowed that down. Fuck Jay-Z. That's Tupac's voice
crazy.
right there.
I didn't know that. You just put
Yeah,
me
me
on
neither.
this.
I didn't know that either.
But yeah, man, even just the artificial side of the humans involved in this beef, where like it's taking this turn where Rick Ross and Drake are comparing mansions, and you got grown men commenting on the mansion size of another man. Like,
And they're like they're DMing each other, talking about
So-
square footage and shit.
oh
Like,
my gosh, bro.
I'm
I was like,
totally turned off about shit.
and it's exactly like what you said, Joe. Nas dropped the disc. Jay-Z dropped the disc. They called into the radio stations, said their piece. They called before and after the tracks dropped. They took the verdict of the listeners and you know took it on the chin. And you know whoever won, whoever lost, they both kept moving. The guy that lost that battle ended up being the biggest rapper. I mean, he didn't come out worse for it. That's for sure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You look at Drake. You know he had that battle with Pusha T. He lost that. Did he come out worse for it? Nope. He just kept making records and literally making records. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Breaking records. And it's like, bro, this is
I
rap,
I like Drake with the Meek Mill battle, and he did back to back and Charged Up, and he performed it on tour, and he dropped it on his OVO SoundCloud. Like, he was so direct with it, and I think because Meek Mill was not at the level of Pusha T,
He wasn't
and
on the
not
level.
at the level of Kendrick, and so he felt ballsy enough to do it. He should have kept that same energy forever, and then I would have respected it. But now I don't respect anything that he does. As
That was
far
a-
as
Go ahead.
no, as far as like diss records.
Yeah. That was the hilarious thing about that beef too, because you know, a lot at that time, like the people around me was like, "Oh, Meek Mill's about to wash him. This, and that." He used to freestyle, and I'm like, "Bro, listen, Meek Mill is a street rapper.
Mhm.
He's hard and he's dope. You know what I'm saying? You know that early Meek Mill stuff, he was spitting, bro. But if you really listen, you can, and you listen to Drake, like you knew which way that battle was going,
Oh
bro.
yeah.
Like
Mhm.
Meek Mill did not have the lyrical firepower to go at Drake and
No.
hold his own in that battle, bro. Like it
Mhm.
just
And the
wasn't happening.
stature, and that's why like to dig it in even more, Drake, when you heard the whole story about when they was at the hotel.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
and then Drake rented out the whole top floor above Meek Mill, and then blasted that back-to-back track all fucking
Yeah.
night, super loud.
Yeah.
Like that just like checked off every box. Like, I'm bigger than you, I'm better than you.
Mhm.
And that's what ends rap beefs. This shit, DMs, you can't even tell, no responses, delayed responses, just memes. Like, when this comes to rap beef, you can't use the current trends.
But
Rap beef is rap beef.
And then,
that's go ahead.
real
Go
quick, a thing I heard actually Charlemagne the God say is something that's getting lost in all this is Kendrick hasn't responded, bro. He's on the clock. Everybody was saying, "Where's Drake at? Where's Kendrick
Mhm.
at?"
Mm-hmm. And I agree with you on that. My thing, what I was gonna say, Les, was like my whole issue with this is like this. I feel like the more, and I don't know when it will change. I don't know if it will ever change. But the deeper we go into this social media culture, the deeper we go into this clout chasing culture. And
Yeah.
I feel like that's what it's becoming. Cause like you said, the Meek Mill Drake, that was what, 2016?
Yeah.
That was a different time. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we had social media, but the level of clout chasing now, I mean, look at the whole AI situation. This guy literally came out like, hi guys, I'm the culprit. I'm the one that made the AI diss. It's me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like that don't make, that's lame as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you do that?
The way everybody moves nowadays because of the social media stuff, I compare it to like how boxing is now. Like every boxer now, they got to be undefeated. They're picking the perfect exact fights. They're moving the exact way to try to, maximize their potential and, get the most return they can for their career because it's dangerous and it's short. But you got everybody, just regular people, everybody just moving that way. Like, because the camera's always on, the social media is always, right in your face. And that thing, I feel like, is just like motivating people's moves. And you can see it in the rap game. You know what I'm saying? You see these dudes, they not just responding, rapping, whatever the case
You're
is.
doing everything but rapping.
Right. Even J. Cole, he felt the way that he did to apologize because of the way that people were responding to the diss. It wasn't even he just felt himself like, oh, I felt bad doing that diss. It was the way people were talking to him about it and responding about it that made him be like, oh man, I ain't wanted to be on something like it's like, bro.
And I think he did it the right way. He dropped the mixtape and dropped the diss.
Bro, he did. It's like, dog, I don't know, man.
That's the way to do it.
You can't be out here talking about you want to be the greatest and trying to pump up your chest and then retracting a diss, bro. Like, come on, dog. What
I know
is that?
Quincy ain't ready for that call.
Yo, we haven't spoken to Quincy.
I'm agreeing. I agree.
Let's wrap up with that, bro. You was at Dreamville Fest and you was in the crowd when this man apologized to Kendrick and said he was gonna take the diss down. How was the vibe out there, like in the crowd? How was the vibe after the set? How was the vibe like the rest of the night? Like, just kind of walk us through it.
It was mixed feelings. Like you could tell that some people was like, I feel like there's a lot of J. Cole stands out there that he can't do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of the people that was in the front, like if you watched the clip, you heard like the people, the crowd, like when he said that, like they were all like cheering and stuff. Those are like all the people that was in the front. Those are the stands. And don't get me wrong, I'm a huge J. Cole fan. But when he said that, I'm definitely like, yo, come on, bro. You're supposed to be the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be like the dog in this game, bro. You've been literally for the last 2-3 years on this run that like anything you hop on, you killing niggas. Like this is supposed to be light work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me,
he was talking crazy on them disses too. I mean, on them verses too.
On the verses, he been talking like, yo,
to the point where
anybody can get it.
The artist that was on the song, like, do you feel like he was dissing you? Like, they asked a few people that he did verses on, like, if they felt that, and it was like, bro, it's because you was rapping greasy, bro.
Yeah, he was. You know what I'm saying? So like to me, you know, I mean, it's something that you can't really bounce back from, man. Like it's gonna. I'm interested to see how he tries to bounce back from it. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
Bounce
because
back in what sense? From the point of view of like trying to be the GOAT?
yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like just from the standpoint of like, for example, when Drake had all of the ghostwriting allegations, you know what I'm saying. Like that was a huge hit for him, but he bounced back. Like he still was able to bounce back. Like people still look at him from the standpoint of like, yo, but did he write it though? But they still give him his credit. You know what I'm saying? But how do you, as J. Cole, bounce back from this? You know what I'm saying? I'm interested to see how that happens.
Yeah. It's a kind of I feel like my interpretation of what you just said, Quincy, is kind of like Drake has fans that like you talk to them about ghostwriting, they don't even know what the hell you're talking about, bro. Like
Right.
they just know Drake is putting out the joints that they like, that Drake is the man, they listen to Drake and that's it. J. Cole, his fans are more of the people that are like us. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like if you're listening to J. Cole, it's not because you're like some chick at a party or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you're
J.
not with
Cole
your
not
homies.
singing to you. You know what I mean?
Like, you're not in the club with your homies and y'all just bumping J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Right.
like,
This is the part where the thug scoop.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like, bro, if you saying you're that guy, and that was the thing with Jay-Z and Nas too. Like when they was coming at Nas just from the stature in the game aspect, like, oh, Jay-Z got Beyonce, Jay-Z got this deal, Jay-Z did that, whatever. Nas just knew, like, bro, but I'm a better rapper, dog. Like, it don't even matter what you talking about because when we get on these records, you're gonna hear why I'm Nas. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
And
mhm.
that's like where J. Cole should have been. You know what I mean? Like he
Yeah.
let Nas down again, real talk.
Mhm. I mean, he should have just. I mean, if he didn't, he let the pressure of everybody get to him, and he should have just let it. He should have left it alone. You know what I'm saying? If he
Shoulda
didn't want the
ran.
smoke, he should have left it alone. You know, but
Facts.
the worst thing you could have did was back out.
Worst thing that could have happened was you realizing you ain't want to smoke after you lit the match.
Exactly.
You can't put toothpaste back in the tube. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
What's the word? What's the word you use? Oh, chief. There it goes. You can't
Oh,
do it, chief.
Nah, chief.
Not in my tube.
Nah, chief. No, but it's like, and I wanted to cross over with that
Guy
with
sucks.
boxing too, because guy sucks. But crossover boxing too. So we can add this in because we got the Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fight, and I always when it comes to boxing, I bring everything back to Floyd Mayweather, because anytime he talks shit, he was doing one of three things. He's running 15 miles around Vegas with the camera on him, preparing for the fight. He was in front of a bag in his gym, talking shit to Manny Pacquiao picture. Boom, boxing while he's talking shit, or in the ring and just saying some of the greatest lines ever. He think he good, I'm great. That's the difference between us. I don't think I'm good, I'm great. Just talking his shit while he's showing you physically how good he is. It's a physical sport. You're boxing. He's leaving it up to the boxing. He's talking his shit, but he's boxing. These dudes are doing it on DMs, on now Ryan Garcia. He's doing it in Bobby Altoff interviews. He's doing it every single place but in a ring or in front of the bag or while he's training. Like now it's just, like you said, clout chasing. Now it's just the attention, the social media.
That was influence the boxers.
You know what I mean? And it's like you're taking away from the art. Like now you're trying to put on a show. You can put on a show while you're training, while you're boxing, while you're doing something physical, while you're showing how much you're prepping. And now it's just like who could talk shit better in a press conference.
Yeah.
And that's taken away. And now I think Ryan Garcia is way past the point of proving he's a good boxer by boxing. He's trying to prove he's a good entertainer now. Mm-hmm. And it's taken away from the sport. It's taken away from the quality of the anticipation of this is going to be a good fight, rather than, oh, these guys talking so much shit, they hate each other, I want to see who's going to win.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's doing it to the point where people are doubting if he's even really in a state to box, so they're not even buying the fight.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Usually you'll at least buy the fight and be interested to see what the result in the ring is. And that's what boxing is. Like, you're selling the fight. Like, you're selling the ticket to see the fight. And if you're just doing too much, like what's going on right now, it's reflecting. And you're seeing it reflecting that in the numbers of the fight.
Yeah, and I'm a fan of boxing, so I'm gonna buy it. But just the thing, like same thing with the beef in music, with the beef in boxing. I'm not even excited about it. I'm just like I listen to what the real responses are just to see how it goes. I'm gonna watch the fight to see how it outcomes, but the anticipation and like the excitement for it, because I'm like, yo, he's been training his ass off. This dude's been training his ass off. They know their weaknesses. They know their strengths. They got a game plan. They're going to come with the heat. I don't even know what the fuck they're going to do anymore. I'm just going to watch it because I want to see what happens.
You don't even know what the match is going to look like, really.
At all.
Right. Like if you're going to be on social media, like you said, man, show yourself in the gym. Show yourself in the studio. Show yourself, you know what I'm saying?
And like, talk your shit while you're doing what you're good at. You know what I mean?
Bro, when he came up on my feed, what I used to see was that, like them hard hitting punches.
It was.
You know, him hitting a dude that got like mad pads and he's moving them like crazy.
He had a hook like crazy, showing off that hook. I haven't seen a video of him punching anything in a long ass time.
Yeah, facts. Man, we shall see. We shall
Clout chasing era, man.
Facts, man.
It's affecting everything in a bad way, I feel.
And the crazy thing is, everybody could, like, honestly, what everybody needs to do is stay butter.